Okay, the next thing here we're reviewing again, planes, right? A plane in geometry, not an airplane, but like a surface kind of plane. A plane is a what? A flat surface. Right? So we have planes that are intersecting, or you'll see them somehow in this way, right? We're going to be using this picture as a cube, but we're going to be looking at parallel planes. And just like parallel lines run in the same direction, well, we got parallel planes, right? I got a one plane here and one right under it, and they're parallel, right? They look like they're a copy of each other. They're parallel. And one way to call out a plane is, if you see a letter in the corner like that, you'll say, here's a symbol for plane. It almost looks like a small little rectangle. This is plane P is parallel to plane what? Q. That's how you would say it in symbols, right? Again, the symbol for parallel is like two parallel lines standing up like that. Okay. And you can have more than one plane parallel to each other, right? Don't always think that parallel planes are kind of horizontal. I could say M is parallel to P, right? Plane M is parallel to P. I could say plane M is parallel to N. I can say plane P is parallel to N, or you can simply state that plane N and P, they're all parallel, right? Okay. And then we also have, again, planes that can be, they can run in different directions as long as they're parallel. Here, remember, this is one way to call it a plane. If there's a lowercase letter on the inside, not on the outside. If it's on the outside, you would need 3 or more points. 3 or more points. But let's say, for example, if I'm going to call out this plane here, kind of like on the left, right? Parallel to which one? Well, it would be this one here, right? These are parallel, right? These are parallel planes. Well, in this case, since we're going to be using this diagram, which looks like a square or a cube, then we use the vertices, these corners. So here you would say plane PRTV. Right, you got to use, you can use 3 if you want, but we were just going to use all 4 so we can see it. PRTV is parallel to plane QSUW. Okay, well, QSUW. And that's how you would write the statement, or that's how you would read the statement. Okay. So we have planes that can be parallel, top to bottom like you see here, or we can have planes that can be left to right. But again, remember, a plane is a flat surface. It really doesn't have a shape. So even as you can see on this following picture here, right, in this case, you kind of see like this triangular prism in here. And it's kind of being cut or sliced, and it makes a plane, right? As long as you have 3 or more points, it makes a plane or a flat surface. See, in this case, it's not the shape of a rectangle, but you can say that plane or that surface is parallel to this surface. But really, again, this triangle is not really the shape of a plane. The plane is actually, again, you could just picture it as a rectangle. And it's like the same thing as the top one here for the top. And the same as this bottom one for the bottom, because it extends in all directions. Okay. But you need at least 3. You need at least 3 points to make a plane, right? 3 vertices. 3 vertices will make a surface. 3 or more, or 4, right? And here's another situation where you have more than 4. We got 5, right? You can say that this plane here is on the top again. As long as it makes a surface, it's a plane. Don't think it's just rectangular looking all the time. Here you would need, like, again, you can only use 3 or 4, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This plane is parallel to this plane right on the bottom. Okay. So looking at our diagram here, let's look at this one. And the question would be something like, which plane is parallel to, and I'm going to put plane C, D, H, G. Which plane is parallel to C, D, H, G? Well, if I follow those 4 points, I'll see which surface they're referring to. C, D, H, and G. Isn't this surface in the front here? This front part of this cube here, right? And which plane is parallel? If you're looking at this picture of this cube here, which plane is parallel to it? Well, it would be this one in the back, right? It'd be the one that looks just like it. It's standing upright just like it. It can't be the one on the side. That's not parallel to it. It's this one back here, right? This one back here on the back, right? I'm just going to color it. That one in the back. They're parallel. They're running in the same direction. And same thing if I ask you for, I mean, you know, these two are parallel, right? Which one's parallel to this one? Well, the one that's kind of upright to the side, well, that's this one. Okay, so very similar to parallel lines. I think you're good with parallel planes. Okay, good. On the third video, I'll talk about the skew lines. Those are new. I know we haven't learned those. Okay, good.